Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Christy Walsh, and today we have a very special highlight today of Deborah Bader. She's from Cochrane, Alberta. She's coming up on her 1 year anniversary in the business with Partner Co. And it's been a whirlwind of a year for her. And she has just been exploding Canada with all of us, working hard, putting her nose to the grind, reaching out to anyone and everyone, because she actually was a huge skeptic when I first met her. And she definitely said these famous last words that we always hear from people, right? I'm not going to do the business. And I was with her and I just looked at her and gave her a big hug and was like, well, you just need to get started on the drops and we'll stay in good contact and then we'll see. And what happened after she started on the drops was completely amazing. And she has the biggest heart that I've ever met. And she just wants to get these drops into the hands of everyone that she possibly can, because she moves from a place of authenticity and love and comes from a background of healthcare. So I will let her kind of explain what has happened with her and her journey, her family, and how she has built her business so amazingly over the last year. Deborah?
Well, thank you very much, Christy. I mean, I can't believe it's coming up on a year. I keep saying, it's been 6 months, 8 months, and then I just realized the other day, oh my gosh, it's almost a year. So it does go by fast. And yes, I was a huge skeptic for sure. I'm a nurse of many years, let's just say over 30 some years, worked mostly in the critical care areas. And so in that world, in the ICU, we see a lot of the opposite of what we're doing here, right? We see a lot of reactive medicine, and it has its place for sure. But over the years, when you work, especially in post-open heart, we see so much hypertension and dyslipidemia. And actually, I was just saying how much more we see depression and anxiety on our patients' histories, and also obviously the pre-diabetics or diabetes as well. So, I've certainly seen it, and I've always been an advocate of proactive health and trying to find something naturally. I have 3 young adult children. One of them has complex disabilities. And so, of course, they're always looking to put, them on different medications. And I was always activate of or an advocate of natural medicine. So when I was doing this, I was researching. I'm totally honest here, you guys. I was thinking, there's so much out there, right? There's all these things that they say that's going to work. But, when it comes down, what made it different this time, you guys, I think I hit kind of rock bottom. And I think a lot of us do that. We hit rock bottom and we go, we need a change in our lives. And that's where I was. Things weren't going well for me in my physical. I gained 40 some pounds, in my mental well-being, all of it. And so, I was open. And I think that is what made the difference, is that I was open to hearing the information. And so I say to people, when you are going to make a decision, make sure that you make an informed decision, because otherwise you're just making it off of belief or a myth or something that someone else has thought, right? Or you're making
Mhm.
it out of fear, whether that is fear of what someone else thinks. And we've always heard that exact thing. What someone else thinks of us is none of our business, right? And so, it did grow very authentically. I remember starting and Christy saying, well, Deb, are you going to do a post? And I was like, no, I'm definitely not doing a post. And, I'd done, dabbled in some network marketing in the past and, did the trips and the vehicle and stuff. And I didn't want the time to be invested in, honestly, Christy. I was like, this takes too much time from my family, came up with the reasons, too busy. And when I seen the system of growth, and you explained that a little bit, and that I didn't have to come up with the posts and come up with the ideas, and it was all there. And even to the point of our responses was there, right? I thought, what if? What if?
Yeah.
And so I made that first post. And you guys, I will say for my first 3 months, I still wasn't doing the business. I was doing the posts, but I was laughing the whole way because I thought this is absolutely crazy. All I am doing is posting on social media, which I wasn't a big social media person, and people are messaging me left, right, and center. And
Yeah.
that's when I think, December came along, Todd Rowland came up, Todd and Ashley, and several different people. Christy, you came up, and Mary McMary. And I thought, you know what? There really is something to this business. There's something more. And I think that's when I started to allow myself to actually see the future or see the possibilities. And when you meet the owners and going on the trip to Punta Cana with everyone, you see that this is a different company. You
Yeah.
hear that word so much that it's different, but it really is because of the culture of people. And let's you have to talk about the elephant in the room, but how many companies, and I think I said this to you in the beginning, Christy, how
Yeah.
many companies pray
Yes.
after a meeting? And that is what got me in. That is what got me in. I was like, wow, God brought me here and I need to follow through on this. And so this isn't just me that's made me, you know, uh, what's the word, rank up or whatever. I don't look at ranks kind of thing. I just sit there and I think, who can we tell about
Hmm.
these products and this business? Because it's changed my life. It's changed my family's life. And I can't get into it too much, but it literally has saved my marriage. And
Yeah.
um, and so I'm very, very thankful for it.
That's it's okay, Deborah. That's what I love about you, that you just share the authenticity. And you're so right. Like, this company is different. We don't have to add fluff to it. We just share the posts, help people get started, help them to start posting, and it's real and it's authentic.
A
And
hundred
we can
percent.
be ourselves, right? And
Yeah.
we meet incredible people and become such good close friends with them, and it's like family. It's like an extension of family, and family who actually wants you to succeed and feel good and be happy. And it's just absolutely amazing. Now, I wanted you to touch base for everyone that's listening on, how did you come across the Drops and Partner Co? That is a little bit different than what everybody else, usually everyone says, oh, I saw a post, that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I had been actually in another company that was to do with supplements and natural supplements as well. And it just wasn't a fit. So it goes to show you that culture and leadership is super important as well. And so I was kind of looking away and thinking, what else? Plus, I wasn't feeling that great on them, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
And so I'd done a little bit of trying to find out, but I thought they were only in the United States. And
Hmm.
so I was like, I am not getting them shipped up from the United States all the way up to Canada. That's going to cost me an arm and a leg. And I'm still not sure that they work. And I happened to see a hashtag
Hmm.
on Facebook on a post. And you guys, I've never responded to a hashtag. I had no idea where a hashtag took you. And I clicked on the hashtag that said medicine hat. And it took me to Raven,
Hmm.
who then hooked me up with Christy and said, yes, these are in Canada. And lo and behold, what was it? It was probably only a week or so later that I met you, Christy.
Yeah, it happened very quickly. And that's also different with this company as well, right? We help the new people and help our teams, because Raven was brand new and she messaged my sister, who messaged me, and we got in a group chat, and she was like, I don't even know how to respond. What do I do? And, within a week, we were face to face and talking about where you were at physically, emotionally, and everything. And it just blossomed from there. So, one other thing that I wanted to ask you about is, how excited are you about the day and night drops launching within the next 6 days in Canada? Like, what do you see for not only yourself, your team, But for everybody else up here in Canada, like how are you preparing for that? Just quickly, and then we can get on to the IPA.
Yeah, for sure. Todd Rowland says this is the unicorn company, and it really is. And so I am beyond excited, to be honest with you, for the day and night drops. I've heard incredible things about them. I know some people that have been taking them. I've been holding off from taking them because I'm just waiting for them to launch. But you guys, when we have these on the ground, we've dealt in Canada, as you know, Christy,
Mhm.
trying to get the, more than the 4 packs and stuff like that, and having different ways of doing that. Thank you to our friends down in the States. But to be able to have these on the ground is just going to literally implode Canada. And we have every world in our back door, in
Yeah.
our backyard. We have access to so many people that we can spread this truly globally. And when we talk about, powering health and wellness around the globe, we are going to be able to do that. And so it's going to be at this position before we actually have them on the ground and seeing what's going to happen. It's going to be quite a ride.
It is. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And I could see you leveling up to president or CEO over the next couple months as well. So, I mean, the sky's the limit. We're just laying the groundwork here in Canada. We have a few more days to get everybody in, and then we're just going to really support our team in learning about the day and night drops and getting out there. And then, of course, tonight I'm in your local town doing a talk to help kick everything off. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so proud of everything that you've accomplished and the leadership that you have shown in your groups and with your team. I am just in awe of you. And if I could even just be half the leader that you are, I would be so amazed. So you are a role model to me and to so many people here in Canada and globally. Thank you
Hey,
so much,
Thank you so
Deborah.
Christy, I,
much.
I want to jump in just real quick for Deborah because
Yes.
we great. That was awesome, Deborah. And one thing that we tease a little bit and say Deborah is a silent assassin because she does everything right. You just don't hear about it as much because she really does what if you listen to Todd and you listen to all the leaders, you listen to how they're building a business. And it's about helping other people. It's about making those people money. It's about helping change their finances. And that was the key that Deborah just said. And that's what she does so freaking well is that her goal is to help her person, to help anybody in her organization. And then the rest takes care of itself. She hit senior officer, not focused on her getting to senior officer, but focusing on her people getting somewhere. And that is the difference, I think, in a lot of mindsets that when you make that transition to helping others first, it takes
Mhm.
care of yourself. And that's what I learned from Deborah. That's what I see from Deborah. But Deborah, I just want to say you're no longer the silent assassin. Everybody knows who you are, and you are freaking amazing.
Aw, thank you
I
so much.
agree.
You know what? I have amazing leaders, you guys. And I just am trying to soak it all in and learn from all of you. And honestly, we don't get here on our own, right?
Yeah.
And we have blurred lines, top, wide, down, and it's a team that really makes it happen. And so I have an amazing, amazing team. I'm so thankful for everyone that has joined and for all your guys' guidance.